Yo, what's up? Is anyone out there tonight? Mr. Rev. I thought we'd talk about comedy, funny stuff, things that make us laugh so that not every day is always serious. God can love us while we laugh, while we entertain each other and have a good time. We don't always have to be super serious and aggressive. And yeah, we could do joking voices. We could have fun. You can use humor every day in your life without ever, you know, feeling bad, as long as you're not offensive with it, as long as you're not rude, disrespectful, or arrogant. You can be humorous. I'm just saying, comedy's fun. Yeah, we love comedy, you know. So, anyone out there? I find a lot of comedy in the videos that I see all over the internet. I mean, sometimes it's more fun to watch the people having like self-defeating, falling apart moments, or their behavior being subtly handed to them right away in mid moment. That's always very interesting too. What advice would I give the people in their 20s? Um, well, I would say think about what you might want to do with your future, and don't necessarily believe what the last 10 years has told you. Look back over the last 20 years, maybe, and get some other examples, because there's a lot of jobs out there right now that aren't being filled, that make great paychecks, that the, your generation's never even been shared. They've just kind of been treated like the skip over. So that'd probably be the best. And to find one girl or one boy, and marry them and have children, and make a real family, and stick together and stand by each other, and go through the trials and tribulations, and don't give up on each other, and be one of those couples that's been married 30, 40 years. My parents, my stepdad and mother have been married well over 30 years, and my mother didn't get divorced. My father died when I was a child. So I'm a firm believer in that. It didn't really work out for me because I wasn't raised in the generation where they were telling us that. The Gen Xers are kind of just left to fend for yourself and figure it out. And I was busy running around the world tattooing, not living in any one state long enough to get a wife and kids. So, you know, when you get a certain age, you look back at that and you think, oh, well, when I was young enough to do all those things, I either didn't have the right attitude towards it, which is my problem at the time. When I was in my 20s and early 20s, I'd learned to tattoo, and I just started tattooing, and I didn't want any girl or relationship to interfere with my career. But I missed out on a couple of really choice girls way back in the very beginning of my career, who grew up to be wonderful women with great families, and I think that those are things I missed out on. So that'd probably be my best advice for someone in their 20s. Find true love, don't compromise, but you can't have true love without faith, because if the person loves you more than they love their God, then you'll become an entity and you'll fight with each other. But if you both have the same common ground, and you both have faith and believe, you can raise a family faithfully and lovingly, um, you'll go far. You'll go real far. So, yeah, that'd be my advice, Jim. Hey, thanks, Allie. The AI. All right. Thanks for all you guys that have been tuning in. I've seen the body count go up and down, so I've seen you guys tuning in. I appreciate you. I just really, just talk about real life, I try to stay away from government crap. I try to stay away from policy crap. There's like 100 people doing all of those things. I stay away from trigger reaction stuff. I'm not going to come on here and shock jockey crazy words to try to make you mad so that you'll get in my comments and we can fight. That won't happen. I'll actually just delete fighters and idiots because life's too short to live that way. You know, we can talk, you can ask me questions, I can answer them, we can come up with cool stuff, but what we can't do is just be angry and I say something just to get you to react to it. Like I pick a left thing and you go right, or I go left right and you go left, and we just banter and bicker like that. There's 1,000 people you could listen to doing that. So you know, I could tell you about you know, love, or I could talk. We could talk about like I said today. I was talking about comedy. You know, all the things that are hilariously funny, you know, to us, and some people don't find funny. But one of the subjects I've shared a few times on my page is like meltdown videos. Um, the various different kinds of meltdowns. They bring me so much entertainment. I mean, mostly the entertainment is the self entitled people who have been pulled over by police for traffic infractions. I was pulled over twice in the last 3 months and I didn't even get any tickets. And I had several violations. So it it's all about your perception and your behavior, the way life treats you. I'm just saying, I'm the Revradchad. You know, you just yeah, you go into a situation perceiving that the other person's a bad guy in any situation, work, new friendship, and you'll probably decide that they are the bad guy. But if you go into that situation with an open perception, like you don't have a preconceived perception, you have an opportunity to learn and use your mind and your understanding and your words to communicate and find what said connection could be there. That's that's powerful. That's how, as human beings, we become more powerful collectively and individually. So I'm just saying, I'm the Rev Rat Chad. I just wanted to stop by tonight and say hi to a few people and drop a little of that. So if anybody's still here, want to stick around, want to talk, let me know. I'll stay. Usually these things go for a few minutes and there's too much other important stuff on the internet. So yeah. But yeah, anybody got a question? What do you want to know? What makes you laugh? What kind of comedy makes you laugh? You know? What videos do you watch? I like the cat and dog videos. Those are pretty funny too. But the human videos are funny because you can relate to a human being. You'd be like, wow, I would never do that, or oh well, I would totally do that every time. So that's why I find them so hilariously funny myself. You know, it just is what it is. So, but the entitlement and the craziness of, well, you can't make me give you my ID. I won't do whatever you tell me to do. The funny thing is no matter whether you're right or wrong, legally, that's what court is for. But whether you're right or wrong, no matter what, those cops always handcuff, stuff, roll up, tase, you know, and the video ends opposite of the attitude that it started every single time. So to me, I always find them hilariously funny, you know, because the videos always start with crazy ranting and raving and psycho, and then they end in handcuffs and tasing. And then the psychos that cry by themselves, They just get in the car and have meltdowns. Just a meltdown. I don't like this. I don't like that. You did me wrong. The world did me wrong. Ah! Like, why are they in the car? Just falling apart. I think society has pushed people so far with this electronic nonsense that it's all about the clout that they're chasing instead of the things that they're saying. So I don't care about the clout. I get 100 people that listen to me, that actually listen to me. I'm cool with that because that means 100 people are hearing it. I don't need 1 million people so that I could get the money from it because then I'm not really going to reach anybody. I'm just going to be spewing and pumping it out as fast as I can, as much as I can, and just to be around. And I don't want to be that guy. So I've chosen to do this the way I do it. I've been given many suggestions in my comments and from other content creators about how I need to ramp up how much stuff I do and do a lot more. But yeah, I'm not that guy. So I mean, you can go back and look at some of my other videos. I say kind of the same thing from the very beginning till now, and I'll be on the same path the whole way through. My goal is to come on here and be as articulate and as reasonable as possible, and just share what I have to say. I'm not here to argue or fight. I'm just sharing my opinion, and I feel like the people that want to hear it, they will, and the people that don't want to hear it, that's totally cool. That's why the show's called "I'm Just Saying" with Revradchad. I'm the Revradchad. God loves you. Have a great night. Be peaceful. Walk in the light. Live a be less life. Thank you for checking in. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how you stop this thing. Oh, there you go. Yep. Bye bye.